Hello, hello, hello. How you doing, Virgo? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. How you doing? Listen. Yeah, happy Sunday. Sensational. Sensational Sunday, satisfying Sunday, sunset Sunday, whatever Sunday it is for you. Spirit guys, God brought into my energy. Uh know when to fold, when to hold. Okay. I don't know who this may resonate with you. Hello, beautiful souls. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good night. Whenever you come across this reading, I pray that everybody is staying safe. But spirit brought into my spirit, you got to know when to hold and when to fold. You got to know when to walk away. Do not waste all your money. Do not continue to put up with it. It got to be some point in time in your life where you said, okay, I'm folding, I'm done, I'm walking away. Now, this can be literally with some of y'all that's gambling. You got to know when to hold and when to fold and when to walk away. Now, this is also pertaining to some of y'all when it comes down to a connection, a relationship, a marriage. Okay? You're going to have to learn how to play your cards. Sometimes y'all are holding on and keep betting. You keep taking a chance, taking a risk, and keep betting on somebody that ain't even worth a dime. You're betting on somebody that when it comes down to them, they won't even bet on themselves because they cannot guarantee that they will fold for you. Yeah. You gotta know when to fold, when to hold, and when to walk away. You gotta know, by Kenny Rogers, you gotta count your money when you're sitting at the table. Okay? Some of y'all need to know when to hold, when to fold, and when to walk away, baby. When to give that person them walking papers. Okay? You've been holding on too long. You've been gambling. It's already bad enough. You've been gambling, risking your life with somebody that won't even risk their life for you. Yeah. Some of you been gambling your life away when it comes down to people being in your life. People, places, things, whatever it may mean to you. It don't even matter. But you've been gambling. You've been taking risks and you've been losing. Spirit guys, God say, don't you think it's time for something different? Yeah, it's time. It's time to move. It's time to change your card game, baby. It's time your face card. Your hand is time to, yeah. It is. It's time. You've been holding and gambling and taking a risk on somebody else and they won't even take a risk on you. It's time to leave them out in the cold, right where they at. Yeah, it's time. You've been holding on. You've been holding on. Okay? You need to leave this person in the wind. You need to leave this person right where they at. You done took enough of risk. You done took enough of chance. You betted on something that there was no value to. You betted towards somebody that there was no investment. You bet. You took a risk. You gambled on somebody that did not and had no substance. You took a chance on somebody and they proved you exactly wrong. Yeah. Yeah. And you're stressed out about it. This is somebody that had the hands in everything, options. You was doing everything. It's time. You got to know when to fold and when to hold and when to walk away. Now, this is going to mean different for everybody. Look at your cards. Look at your hand. Your hand is your life. Your hand is your life. The person that's in your life, the people that's in your life. You got to know, okay, am I going to hold them? Am I going to fold it? Or am I going to walk away? Some of you been gambling, been losing for years, and you still ain't walked away. You're stressed out. You've been going through this third party situation. Okay, you're stressed out. You're overstressed out. It's time to go towards your happiness, your pinnacles, baby. What you prayed for, what you've been praying for. Okay, it's time to take a gamble. It's time to take a risk, a gamble on your life instead of somebody else's life. You got to know when to fold, when to hold, or when to walk away. It's time to gamble on your life. Because it ain't working out for you gambling and taking a risk on somebody else that could care a dime, could care less. They just want you to spend on them. Oh, it's time to fold. It's time to fold. It's time for another. It's time to deal. It's time to shuffle your life back up again. It's time for the universe, spirit guides, God to deal you another hand, because this hand ain't it. This hand that you got is not it. This hand has no, how you say it when you're playing spades, or it has no, I see no points in here. I see nothing. You done gambled your whole life, with just about your whole life away. You done took a risk on somebody that wasn't even worth it. Now it's time for you to reshuffle those cards again. I need you to get in your mind, metaphorically, reshuffle your life, and it's time to fold, hold, or it's time to walk away. Because the way that things are going right now in your life, this person ain't worth the gamble. They ain't worth the gamble. Nah, they ain't worth the gamble. They were never worth the gamble, but you took a risk. You took a chance. You said, okay, let me see what it's take me. And ever since you took the chance, and you've been paying for it. You've been in the negative. All these people that you done gambled and you done took a chance on, and you got back, you done went broke. Trusting and believing and gambling and taking risk on people and marriages and relationship and situation, only to get left out in the cold, only to get mistreated. Oh, it's time to fold. It's time. You got to know when to hold it, when to fold it, and when to walk away. You got to count your money, baby, when you sitting at the table. You got to count your situation, whatever your situation may be, okay, with this connection. It's time to reshuffle your cards. Literally, it's time to shuffle. Oh, you need another hand, because this hand that you was dealt with this person, with this man, this woman, this situation, it was a bad end of the stick, baby. You bet your all on this, and you lost. You bet on somebody. You took a risk on something, and it came back void. Some of you are literally going broke, invested in something or someone, and you see no return. Ask yourself, is it time to hold, to fold, or to walk away? Are you going to keep this hand that you have been dealt with this individual person, with this situation? Are you going to keep this? Because I don't see no possibilities in this hand. I see no possibilities in this hand. Shuffle me another hand. You need to shuffle another hand, because you're not getting the outcome from this. It's time to deal another hand. It's time for you to shuffle your life around and look at your situation and see, I gambled and I am losing. I'm not winning in this situation. It's time to do something different. Some of you don't know when to walk away. You know it has drained you. You know the gamble, the risk you took on this person, on this job, or whatever it is. You know it was a bad investment. And some of you are still holding on to the fact you keep putting your money into it. You keep putting your all into it. You keep putting your energy into it. You keep putting it. And you get nothing back in return. but broken into pieces. Spirit guides God is having me to deliver this message to somebody right now. And this may not even resonate with everybody, but I got to say the message. I got to deliver the message. It's time for you to gamble on you. It's time for you to take a risk towards you. It's time for you to be happy and gamble for your life that you prayed for. The Ace of Pentacles. When you choose to shuffle another hand, look what Spirit Guides God got waiting for you, Virgo. Look at the hand that God got dealt for you, but you got to know how to fold and hold. You got to know when to walk away, because this investment that you did with this person did not work. Yeah. You need to ask Spirit Guides God to shuffle you another hand. I don't know who I'm talking to right now. Yeah. I need you to go in solitude and pray and ask God to deal you another hand. Because this hand that you got in your hand, there is no possibilities there. None. I don't even see a point. You know how when you play in space, say, oh, I see a 2 in a possible. I see 3 in a possible. Oh, I see 6 in my hand. There's no possibilities there. You took a gamble and you took a risk on somebody that did not give you the same energy. When are you going to fold and ask God to shuffle you another hand and walk away from this whole situation that you took a risk on? Or you going to keep standing there and you going to keep playing the same hand and keep gambling and keep putting your money into something you keep losing? Some of you don't know when to quit. Whether this is literally gambling or this is literally somebody being in your, some of you don't know when to quit. I feel like it's the drilling. It must be the rush. Must be the money. Must be the rush, the drilling that you get. Something is fueling you to keep taking this risk, this gamble with somebody that ain't even worth it. You don't even see. You see, okay, how many you got, partner? How many you got out there, Virgo? I see nothing. My hand, I see 0. I have no books. I have no books. Really? You can't make not one book? Not even a possibility? No, I see nothing. But you still gambling your life for this person, for these people, for this friendship, for this job, for whatever it is. You still gambling. You still holding on to somebody that ain't even worth the investment. You got to know when to hold and when to fold and when to walk away. Virgo, you showed up in your reading. You sowed so many seeds in this situation. 17 years, 7 years, 17 years with somebody that did not give you the same. Somebody that you literally took a chance on. Now, for some of y'all finally folded and you walked away. You throwed your hand in. Congratulations. You throwed your hand in and you let it go. Some of you just keep putting your money and keep losing. You keep putting your money in this man. You keep putting your money in this woman. You keep putting your money in that machine. You keep putting your money. You've been betting and taking a risk on somebody that ain't even worth the investment. When you gonna take a chance and bet on yourself? When you going to realize that you is the prize? You are the investment. Learning how to love yourself, knowing what your value is, knowing what your worth is. You got to know when to hold, when to fold, when to walk away. Bet on yourself. How many of you out there bet on yourself? How many of y'all will risk and take a risk and a chance and bet on your own life? Bet on you. Take that energy that you bet on somebody else or something and put it in you and see how it's going to come back triple time. See how the thing that you how it's going to multiply tenfold and then some on your life when you learn how to bet on yourself. Because it's not working out for you when you're betting on somebody else. It ain't working. It's time to shuffle another hand. God, I ask you, whoever you are, listen to me right now. The Spirit guides God shuffle you another hand, and you get the strength and the power up to walk away, because this hand that was dealt to you, dealt for you, it wasn't the hand. There's no possibilities. I need you to get on your path, the wheel of fortune. Some of you did. Some of you folded and you left. Okay, some of you folded. You got rid of the negativity. You let go of this egotistic person that you kept invested in. You folded and you walked away. Some of you still gambling. Some of you still gambling on a situation and you still losing. Because you need to get a new fresh, you need to bet on yourself. You're betting on the wrong thing. You're betting on the wrong thing. Some of you just spent a long time coming, but you finally did it. You got to know when you have done all you can do and you're stressed out, right? I mean stressed out. Because you put all your heart, soul, mind, everything, and gambled and took a risk on somebody. Because after all, in the beginning, you kind of believe that they really wanted to, that they were really that person. That was the man or the woman for me. So I gambled and I took a risk, and you never reshuffled your hand. You kept the same hand. You kept the same hand because you was thinking that the outcome was going to be different. So you kept the same hand, and there was no possibility. You had no books. That hand that you were dealt when you met this person, this individual, there were no books. There was no even do you got one in a possible? You didn't even have one in a possible. For some of y'all, this took a while. This took a while for you to fold your hand and throw it and walk away. Some of you, this was years that you gambled with somebody and you just kept having hopes that you would get the investment back. Some of you invested in somebody and they left you out in the cold. Some of you took a chance, took a risk and invested in someone and they left you out in the cold. They did you wrong. They did you dirty. They hurt your heart. What Spirit Guides God said, I need you to reshuffle, rethink your life. And I need you to bet on yourself and stop betting on people. Stop putting trust in people and put the trust in yourself. That's the message today. Because when you bet on yourself and when you gamble and take a risk on you and you pray and you look how it comes back tenfold when you bet on yourself, because that means you know your value and you know you're going to get you're going to get some reciprocity towards yourself, that love, that self-love, that care. When you bet on yourself and you learn and you trust in your intuition and you trust in your knowledge and your wisdom and everything that you learn, and you learn how to bet on yourself. I want you to put in a comment, I bet on myself. I decided to bet on myself, Virgo. When you bet on yourself, it do not come back void. When you bet on yourself, look how tenfold, how it returns back to you, baby. Look how the tenfolds come back in your life. All these years, you invested in the wrong thing. You put your money into the wrong thing. That's why it kept coming back void. That's why you kept being broke. That's why you lost every time, because you was trying to fix it. You was trying to find it when all along you supposed to have reshuffled your hand. Some of you was still playing the same hand after all these years. You would never shuffle a new shuffle me a new thing. That's why you never shuffle, you never shuffle. But now you gain clarity, the truth, clarity, truth, that I should have shuffled my deck a long time ago. I should have reshuffled my life a long time ago. Miss Walls of those energy. But it is a lesson learned. It is absolutely a lesson learned. But sometimes people get so addicted to the drive of how it makes you feel, whether this is actually a gambling problem or just gambling and loving it, and just the thought of how it feels that makes you just keep investing and keep taking a risk and keep taking a chance until you realize that you got nothing. You have no books. When you look at your opponent, when you look at your partner, your wife, your husband, and you ask your wife, your husband across the table, how many books you got? They done took all your books and you have zero. You understand what I'm saying? They have pulled all your energy out of you and you have nothing. You sit there and you look across at your partner and say, he said, oh, I got 10 books. I can go a 10 by myself, because they done drug all your energy out of you because you didn't stop gambling. You didn't stop gambling. You kept pouring every ounce of you in them. And so they got the 10. They got 10 by themselves. If you know what I mean, when it comes down to spades or gambling, they got 10 on their own. Blackjack, they got it. And you got nothing. You lose. You lost. Because you never reshuffled your hand. That means that you never reshuffled your life. And so therefore, this person took your hand, took your cards, and they are happy-go-lucky, and you have nothing. You was deplenished. They literally took your hand. Just like sitting at a gambling table. You showed your hand and you lost. They took it all. That means your mind, your heart, your soul, your drained, your everything. You gave all your cup to somebody that did not give it back to you. When you look over to them and they say they got the 10 and they say, well, how many books you got, honey? How many books you got, sir? And you look at them and say, I ain't got none. You got to know when to fold, when to hold, when to walk away. You got to always know how to play your cards and get on your knees and you pray to God and said, I need you to shuffle me another hand. Because this hand I done dealt and took a chance and I done took a leap of faith with this man or this woman years ago. I messed around and kept the same hand for years and I never got anything back from it. Drained you dry, drained you for every confidence that you ever had in you. You poured so much into people, places, things. You took a gambling chance and risk on other people. But the problem was, you never valued yourself to gamble for you. You never took a chance on yourself. You never reshuffled your hand. And so that makes you get the bad end of the stick. After all the love and the care that you gave this person, and it just came back void. You lost. You lost the wrong person to the wrong person. Your heart, your intentions was beautiful, but you gambled on a demon. That's why a lot of things in your life was delayed. That's why it was a lot delayed, because you would not fold and walk away. That's why your life was delayed, because you would not fold. You would not pray and ask God to shuffle you another hand and let you walk away until later you realize, for some of you, you realize later that I have nothing. This person literally financially, for some of y'all, financially drained you dry for everything you had. You were delayed for your blessings, for you to hit the jackpot, for you to hit the winning, for you to win, for you to be in the energy of receiving it tenfold back into your energy. You never gambled on yourself, or you took too long to gamble for you instead of gambling on someone else. My God, Spirit guys, give me a confirmation. Give me a confirmation, Spirit. Strength. But you found the power, and you finally folded and walked away. You never know just how strong you really are until being strong is the only choice you had. You finally folded and you throwed your hand in. You finally folded after years. For some of y'all, you finally folded and throwed your hand in. Yeah, you finally did it. You finally learned to love yourself and folded your hand and throwed the cards in. Said, I'm done. You learned that in order for you to get a return in your life, I don't care what it is, you must first love yourself. You learned that taking a risk, taking a chance, gambling on someone, it's okay to do that when you're getting it in return. When you're seeing the transaction triple, and when you hit the jackpot, when you took a risk and took a gamble and you hit the jackpot with that man or that woman, that's a different thing. When you hit the jackpot and you see the value. You see the value. But when you gamble and you hold on to it and you never saw anything in return, but you had nothing in your hand left. You were depleted. Yeah. And you had to learn how to love yourself and get the strength up to fold the cards and throw the cards in. Not only that, but you end up shuffling a whole new hand in your life. And a lot of you now are happy, are in your abundance. You prayed, you're getting everything back tenfold and then some. But you had to learn how to gamble with you. Gamble on your life and take a chance with you and love yourself and build that confidence and take that risk and that chance on you. And when you took that risk and chance on you, how about somebody saw you? If this person haven't showed up, they're about to show up in your life. Tell me more. Give me another confirmation, Spirit, for Virgo. I love you guys. Yeah, sometimes in life, we give people chances. Yeah, you released that burden and you got a divorce. You moved out and you persevered. You throwed in the cards. You throwed your hand in and walked away. And then you said, God, I come to you. Spirit guys, God, I ask you to please deal me another hand. I'm positive the energy in my readings. There are lessons, blessings, and confirmations. You just have to be vigilant and listen to the message. The message here is that sometimes we have to learn when it is over, when it's done, when there is no investment. We got to learn how to stop and throw in the towel. Yeah. Sometimes we got to learn how to hold, sometimes fold, and to walk away, because when you gamble your whole life away and you look back and you see you have nothing, yeah, you took a risk on the wrong person or the wrong situation, and it caused you to lose yourself. I'm Boss of Thoughts of Energy. Until next time, Virgo.